Whoo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie Biel with a close-up, super close-up. So, today we are doing a knife that I actually really dig. But we also have something else happening today. It is reveal time. So we're going to go over the winner, the second winner of yesterday's winning contest winner. So basically what we did is we had the 3 knife giveaway between myself, Choir Boys Cutlery, and the Shredder for the Woodsman's Knife Channel contest or setup there that we did. So all that's done. I already announced my winner. It was Gruggs for the spike knife. He won that. Everything was cool. Everything was good. So then I said, you know what? Just as a bonus, like as a thank you, I am going to give away a brand new pair. Woo-hoo, almost dropped my list here. A brand new pair of D-Bad running with knives socks that are super comfortable. Great freaking material. So I was getting ready to go shoot the winner for this, and I'm going to do it in the same method. In the same method I chose the winner for the knife, I'm going to use a Chinese star, a shuriken, to throw at a bunch of numbers. Here is a list of every single name who, since that video, commented on the video I sent you to comment on. And I put the little numbers next to all the names. So I'm going to blindfold myself. I'm going to take my Chinese star here, and I'm going to huck it at a target with a bunch of numbers on it. Whichever number it hits is going to go to the name that the number coincides with. So all I did is I went down through the comments on his video, and I went in order for everybody that was on that list, and you all have a number. So if you're wondering if all these names are the same, no, they are not. They are all different. All right, so you have a 1 in 37 chance of winning, and then I thought, this is D-Bad, so we're gonna do it D-Badly. Oh, that sucks. It's D-Badly makes it sound so bad. We're going to do it in a D-Badish way. And what we're going to do is we're going to up the ante, because we love upping the ante. I was supposed to give away just a knife yesterday, and that turned into a knife and a pair of socks. Well, the pair of socks giveaway, I mean, I get it. It's just a pair of socks. Somebody might go, oh, man, just a pair of socks. But what if I took my star and I threw it into the target, whoosh, and it hit the number, and in that number this star sat? That means that number is a name. Doesn't that mean that name should belong to this star? So that's what's going to happen, is the socks winner, whatever number this lands in, is going to go with the socks. So whoever wins the socks is also winning the star that they won the socks with. Makes some sense to me. Makes some sense to you? This is a cool star, man. This thing is sharp as the dickens. I really like this one. Don't want to give it up, but I thought it would make a really cool bonus gift, and it does come with a pouch. So you will have the winner, a star, and a pair of socks, which is cool, man, and it's free. Woohoo! So I'm going to do that in a second. Before I do that, let's talk about sex, baby. All right, so let's talk about this. We are talking about the MK8, originally designed by Dietmar Pohl, originally done with Nylock steel, which is dope, and then done over by one is United Cutlery. This one is better than United Cutlery as far as just built quality. The steel is awesome on this. This is after long research, because at first, when they first put out the specs for these knives for Hollywood Collectibles Group, this is the HCG version, they just took, and it wasn't them, it wasn't Hollywood Collectibles Group that did it, it was, I think, Knife HQ. I think it was them. They just took Dietmar's Poles stats and add it and just put it down for the description of this knife. And everything was true except handle material and steel material. But every bit of the specs as far as size and all that were completely accurate to Dietmar Pole. This is a first edition. You can see it's a very, very nice low number there. So I got number 874 out of 5,000. And I really, really like this knife, right? So do I still love it? Well, we're going to find out why I still love it. But as far as the steel, this is 440A. And there was so much confusion in the beginning. There was Nylox. Wow, my God, it said Nylox right on it. So when we bought these knives, we were under the assumption, due to the place that was selling them, they were putting it as Nylox because they were just using Dietmar's Poles stats, since I guess Hollywood Collectibles Group didn't yet put out their full stat list on it, so they just had to go with what they knew. But Dietmar Pole put out a second edition of these knives and the Heartstopper, and that he uses a 9CR version. I have to say that I like this steel better than Dietmar's second one, and this you can get cheaper. So I honestly, I would rather have this one. The cool thing about his is he uses, I believe it's G10 in the scales. This is a plastic, and he has a full tang where this is a hidden tang, but it's on there in a really great way. So this part right here is an actual shroud. But the tangs on these are really good and really well built. This entire knife so far has been really, really good to me. And you can see, and even after I wash it, I've still got some staining on there from use, because it's just a fun knife to use. You can literally take this knife, this, a copy of a movie knife, which most people say, oh, they're wall hangers. You take this out on a camping trip any day of the week. This can be your camp knife any day of the week. This can literally be your go-to-it camp knife. And this thing, out of the two, between this and the Heartstopper, this is 100 times more attractive. 100 times more attractive. If this was bigger, I designed one. If this was bigger, it'll be coming. If this was bigger, you see where I'm going? It would just be amazing. I mean, but I love it just the way it is, even though I would like it bigger. I designed one. It's coming. So let's get into all of this jazz. We'll start with throwing a star, and then we're going to just go ahead and use this again. Now, if you want all the full stats and all that, and you want to go over the sheath, remember that I already did a video on this. I did a full video on this, so just look up my my HCG Rambo MK8 knife review video, and you will see everything. This is the second time on video where I will be putting it to some work, and this is I don't even know how many times I've actually used it. I've used it a few times, and Joe M, my master bladesmith, who is doing right now the first flight knife for Twisted Mr. Knives, and wait until you see the finished product. Holy crap, I was at his house yesterday. It's awesome. So so he had this for a little while, so I haven't been able to play with it. And now that I got it back, I'm like, yep, got to play with it again. So let's start with the contest. Hold on. All right, so this one's going to be a little harder because I have 1 through 37, which is right here, and I am going to blindfold myself, and I need to be able to hit the target there, and I'm going to back up over there and try to get this done. So let's pitch this tent right here and try and get that to stay. That knife will hopefully weight it down and hold it. So hold on, let me get my blindfold. All right, so I got my blindfold. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to throw one unblindfolded because I have such a small target. I want to get my throwing motion down and where I'm going to need to be. I'm only going to be about 4 yards from the target. All right, so that without a blindfold hit 39, so I'm a little off. So I know that hitting in this little area right here, which is literally 12 inches by about 6 inches. So a 12 by 6 area I have to hit without being able to see it. So this might take a few times. It might even go through my little tent here. We'll soon find out. It's time to blindfold. All right. Trying to do this with a sharp star in my hand. I just realized, oh, I do this every time. I got the glasses on. Let me take those off. Put those actually right around the camera. All right, so blindfold is on. Hopefully that was in, otherwise I just ducked down for nothing. All right, let's see if we can't hit it. Uh-oh. Well, it's on the ground. Oh, I didn't even come close. I didn't even come close. All right, so now I know I have to aim higher. All right, let's try that again. Oh man, we're gonna be here all day. All right, so one more time. Somebody's gonna win this, I promise. All right, this is my challenge to you guys. Try blindfolding yourself and hitting a 12 by 6 target from 4 to almost 5 yards away. All right, let's see. Oh, of course. Dead in between 6 and 7. Somebody almost won. All right, let's try again. Oh my gosh. This is the worst video ever. All right, I backed up a little bit. All right. Golly. All right, well, you know what? It actually hit really close to 29, and I'll show you guys so you don't think I'm lying to you. All right, so Jeff Ashbacher. Jeff Ashbacher is 29, and I'm going to show you. I hit right here. Right here, there's 29. So the star actually, boop, hit right there. So 29 is the winner. So the winner of the star and the socks is Jeff. Jeff, if you're watching, which I hope you are, you have to get a hold of me so I can get you my email. I'll even show you. And so you notice 28, 20, they're all different names. Here we go. I'm going to make this because maybe I pronounced your name wrong. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Daniel Lopez, you were one away. Right there. All right, so that's it. That's the winner. I need this. I was about to walk away without it. Let's go have some fun with the knife. Now that we have our winner, we are going to have to get through this one. We are about to get some pretty heavy storming over here. So let's go play. So here's a little something about this knife. I have not sharpened it yet. I have not even taken it to a strop. I have not taken it to ceramic. I have done nothing with this. I've used it, I want to say, like, you've seen the first video, so you knew that I pounded on this edge. I mean, I hammered it. I gave it some good use, and you can see the color even beginning to pull away. Because, look, there's a good spot right here. That gray is fading because I've been using it. So this is going to show you the edge quality of this steel, of this 420A. This isn't 440, it's 420A. So it's better than your standard not 420, 440. Better than your standard 440. This is 440A, which is really good. We're going to see if we can push cut still with it. Without saw action, boop, zero. I didn't have to go back and forth. That's a straight push cut. In order for that to happen, you need a freaking sharp blade. Man, this thing is still freaking awesome. I don't know if I heard some beeping. I don't know if that's in my driveway or if it's somewhere in the distance. But yeah, this thing, man. All right, let's see. Let's still peel some bark. Woo-wee. Paper thin. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, that's edge profiling right there. That's edge profiling. As the nature boy would say, styling and profiling. All right, so, man, I still love this knife. How easy this thing just goes through. The edge profile that Hollywood Collectibles Group did on this, they did such a really good job. And they did a good job not making it a novelty, but instead making it a knife. And they did a really good job. There's a big knot right here, right through it. Right through it. If you think I was lying, there's your knot. Man, they did a super good job of with edge profile. Let's see if we can't. Whoo, man! Look at how close that was to missing, which would have been slice. I like that. I like that. Danger's my middle name. Not really. All right, so here we go. Here we go. I want to tap it down just a little bit, and then we're going to give it a hard shot. Here we go. Oh, that was good. That was good. That split all the way, and it circled around this knot right here. Let's try to get through it. There we go. Straight through the knot. Guys, this thing is crazy good. This thing is crazy good for a novelty movie knife. Novelty my ASS donkey. All right, here we go. Here we go. Is it still doing all the fine work? Is it still doing all the fine work? Yeah, it's still doing all the fine work. Uh-oh. Want to hear those horns over there. They're playing reveille. Taps. That means getting ready to bury one of our brothers. One of our brothers. Had to give him a salute. Always respect the fallen soldier. No matter if he's falling in his 90s due to old age or if he fell on the battlefield, always respect our fallen soldiers. My brothers. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Oh, man, this knife is such a good knife. Hollywood Collectibles Group. Now, you can spend more money on the Dietmar Pohl's second version where he uses not the Nylock steel, which is incredible, but he uses that 9CR stuff, which works. I've used plenty of it. It works. Only knife snobs will tell you it's garbage, but I will tell you this about it. I don't think it's as good as this. Just don't think it is. This is really good. So when you're talking about making pit spikes and spears and all that jazz, does it still do it? It still does it. It still does it. Let's take that tip off. Look at that. I had that thing buried. Boom. Man, this knife is still great. Let's do a cross. What do you call that stuff? Oh, grain. A cross grain. Batoning. This is beating on an edge. That's what that is. It's punishing an edge. Not this one. Not this one, because this edge loves this crap. You see anything wrong with that? Me neither. Me neither. So, whoa. Let's take it and do another push cut. No sawing. After batoning. After batoning across the grain. After cutting. After slicing. After multiple uses without sharpening or honing. People like to say, oh, this crap. Blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Prove it wrong. I'm trying, guys. I'm over here showing you that this knife is handling everything. You need to prove to me that it can't do what I'm showing it do. Because if you can't take this knife and go to do exactly what I just performed and it not do it, then shut your mouth. It does it. It does it. People all too bad it won't do this, too bad it won't do that. Okay, well, here's a video of me doing it. No, it still won't do that. Are you out of your minds? People really say that crap. People really believe it. Dumb. That's our problem, is we live in a society. People are just so stupid. They believe everything they hear, everything. It takes one knife snob to say, that's no good. And it just creates more knife snobs. Oh, well, I read that that's no good because it's only 448 stainless steel. Shut your mouth. Okay, here we go. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Look at this. Right in my mouth. Look at this. Woo! Another hour and a half. I can get all the way through this thing. Woo! Guys, this knife is a knife. It's a knife. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what you've been told. This is a knife. This edge holds. This steel is strong. The grip is comfortable. This is a knife. This is a knife I could use. I can trust. This is a knife I was about to say I can throw. And then, well, check this out. I threw it sideways. You can see how it hit. Did it break? No, because it's a good knife. I was trying to hit that little knot, but that knot's not that big. So let's try again. Oh! All right, well, look at this. Any loosening, any rattling, any breaking. It's impossible. It's impossible that it didn't break. Yeah! All right, let's see. Let's look at all that bending in the tip from that wobbling and throw. No bending? Huh? So let's look at all the loosening on these handles from the... No loosening, huh? Let's look at all the cracks in the guard is... And the... Uh-oh! It's in perfect freaking condition! I missed 2 throws, slamming it against slamming it against a piece of freaking log. No damage. Edge. No damage. This edge is freaking beautiful. So, if you plan on opening your mouth and making an absolute ass of yourself saying that these are just wall hangers, oh, Hollywood Collectibles Group is no good, oh, if you don't buy the real thing, and blah, 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 blah. Shut your mouth. This knife is awesome. It's a knife. It is a knife as much as a knife can be a knife. It does every single thing you need it to do. Everything. You want it to, you could stab the pedal in your car, you know what I mean? Like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse, and let it, this'll do it, man. This'll do it. This will do everything you need it to do. I got pieces of wood stuck in there because I slammed it into a freaking log. There's nothing wrong with this. This, look at, not even the plastic cracked, nothing. There's 0 flaws in this knife after that, which a cheap knife would have taken a beating hitting that sideways, especially how hard I threw it. Guys, don't listen to people who aren't willing to show you. Listen to people who are willing to put their money where their mouth is. I can sit there and tell you without testing all day long that a knife is crap, it's bad, it's no good, it's junk. I can tell you that all day long. Or I can get out here, I can take the knife, I can give it some good work and prove to you what the knife can or cannot do. Prove to you. Physically prove. Every single knife snob who says these aren't knives and says that these are junk, not a single one of them has done any actual testing, using, or probably even holding of these knives. So, please, please, use your brains. If you're gonna find out about a knife, and if you want to know if a knife is good or if it works, don't listen to somebody who's never used one. Go to sites and go to reviewers who are actually testing these things on video. Because it's one thing to open a box and sit at a table and tell you about it. It's one thing to cut paper with it and tell you about it. It's another thing not to have one and talk about it. But if you're putting it on video, every single thing I just did, you saw with this knife. I didn't switch this knife out for another knife. This is the only one I had. And this thing worked like a beast. So if all those knife snobs are correct, why is it doing what it's doing? I don't know either. Maybe because it's a freaking good knife. That's exactly what it is. So do I still love my Hollywood collectibles group, Rambo MK8? I abso-freaking-lutely do. I freaking love it. Freaking love it. Is it worth it in my book? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Could the price be lower? Abso-freaking-lutely. Why is it so expensive? Because it says Rambo on it. That's the only reason that this knife costs as much as it does. Dietmar Pohl's version's the only reason. Not because they're made so much better than any other knife. It's because it's an official Rambo knife guy who made an official Rambo knife. And even though now you're not buying the official Rambo knife because it's different steel and all that, it's still by him, so he can charge whatever the heck he wants. That doesn't make it worth that much money unless you're a Rambo lover collector, somebody who loves Rambo knives. Then it's worth it to you. But I mean, just pay attention, because someday somebody is going to design one that's a little bit bigger, a little bit more meaty, and a lot better priced. And it's going to be made of 5160 steel, which is crazy great, even though this steel right here has done me no wrong. But man, do I still love this knife? Absolutely. Absolutely do. Got gnats flying in my eyes. Got the storm clouds ready to come. I can hear the thunder in the distance. I am done for the day. Congratulations, Jeff. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.